Asylum interview. When you apply for asylum in Germany, when you apply for protection in Germany, what happens is you get a chance to do an interview, popularly known as Anhörung, with the Bundesamt für Migration und Flüchtlinge, abbreviated as BAMF. Under this name, most people know them. This is the most important part of your asylum process, and many people are always afraid of it. Most of you are always afraid because it entails a lot of mental and psychological preparation, because once you miss and mess up, your asylum also messes up. But actually, you could prepare yourself for such an interview psychologically and also mentally. So let's walk down the line. Basically, nobody can give you exactly what questions you'll be asked, but categorically, you can know the kind of questions that will come to you. So we're going to categorize our questions into 4 or 5 categories. Our first category is your personal background. So what kind of questions will fall under your personal background? 1, what are your names? What is your date of birth and what is your nationality? 2, where were you born and where did you live before leaving for Germany? 3, are you married? Do you have a spouse? Do you have children? Do you have parents? Do you have siblings? And at that time of your interview, where are these people? 4, what is your ethnic group or what is your religion? And 5, under this category would be, what is your educational level? Have you ever worked before leaving for Germany? So that is it under your personal background. So we come now to category 2, which is going to be your journey to Germany. The first question under this category will be, when did you leave your country and how did you leave through? Which means, is it by water, is it by air, or is it by land? Through which other countries did you pass before arriving in Germany? Which of these countries did you put in for an asylum, if at all? Or which of these countries gave you a visa to them before leaving there to Germany? Then, how did you fund this journey? Through which means, who funded the journey? Who paid this journey for you? How did you come up with finances to pay for this journey? Do you have any passports or travel documents with you, if at all? So now we come to our third category. This is the real deal breaker. Why? Because this is now your story, which you have to own. You are owning now your story in this third category. And this is where many people mess up because of inconsistency. This third category is called reasons for asylum. The first question under this category will be, why did you leave your country? Secondly, what happened to you personally? Is it threats? Is it violence? Or is it discrimination? For example, were you ever arrested, interrogated, or harmed, maybe by the police, maybe by some group of people, or maybe by the state? Fourthly, do you fear any harm if you go back to your country? By whom and why? Are there any dates or incidents that you could remember that pertains to you fleeing? So we're going to be entering the fourth category. And do you know where your fourth category of questions are going to come from? It's going to come from the third category, the second and the first. Why? Because you have already told them now a story. They have a personal background about you, and they also have now your story while you are running away. That is why sometimes the interview takes longer. They are going to go now, they take a break, they go, they derive now questions from the story you just told them, and then place it now under the fourth category. And the fourth category would be the political, social, or religious issues you are running from. You would probably be getting questions like what political, social, or religious groups you belong to. Have you ever demonstrated or participated in one of these activities as concerns these groups? Did you ever have problems with your ethnicity, with your religion, or your political, sexual orientation? Did you ever have problems with that? They would be asking you these things because most of the times from the stories, these are the questions they'll be deriving. By the time you're done with the fourth category, you should be done with most part of the interview, because the fifth category is mostly going to consist your current situation, just some few questions about if you have relatives in Germany or in Europe as a whole, and if you have any medical conditions, any other issues that you want to tell them that doesn't directly concern your asylum reason why you are in Germany. If you have any medical conditions, if you have any special needs cases, and where you are living at that particular moment, under which address, is it a relative here in Germany? Is it a family member? Or are you living maybe with a shelter, this kind of homes or organizations that provide shelters for people? To remark, I want to let you know that when you are asked A, don't go and answer right up to Z when they are still with you at A. Make sure that you're not going to do over sabi and give irrelevant things which have not been asked yet. Consistency is the key. Make sure your story is consistent. It is the oga patapata of them all.